Should Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Pete Rose, should they be in the Hall of Fame? Let me know your thoughts. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Ben, a.k.a. Cash Keg, back with another MLB no runs first inning video here. Did do great yesterday, 2 and 3. Very small MLB slate here today, so I got 3 that I like. We'll talk about a few other plays, but hey, we're gonna keep putting this out. Give you analysis. Maybe you want to be on the other side of it, but I'll give you some stats of the pitchers, the hitters, how they're doing, and then make those decisions on your own. But I just want to give you the analysis that I have and the plays that I'm going to be on. And we'll just jump right into it. But hey, let me know on those players, man. Those players that I mentioned. Do you think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame? Do you think Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame? Do you think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame? I personally believe they should be. I don't get it. Everyone, especially with the whole steroids thing, everyone was on roids back in the 90s, and I just think they should be allowed to be in there. It's pretty ridiculous in my opinion, but I'm curious about your opinions, and I love all the comments and the down below, and I love to respond to as many as I can. So let me know your thoughts about that. But with that, hey, if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and we'll just keep knocking out these no runs first inning videos as long as you like them. And let's just dive right into it. Let's go. All right, we have the baseball Prizepicks desktop version up here. They have a sweet mobile app you can download, and if you do not have an account, make sure you use that promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And if you're new to Prizepicks and you do not have an account, or if you just want to sign up with DFSArmy, you can do that as well. But if you do not have an account, you're eligible for a free month of DFSArmy VIP membership. Just follow the description below. And we do have Prizepicks tools on baseball, basketball, NFL, and we're continuing to add sports that basically takes the Prizepicks line live through an API and bounces off my projections, and it'll give you the best plays and sort them in order. And it is a tool that is live, that moves constantly. So as the lines move, as the projections adjust, so does that tool. So you can get access to that again for free if you're a new Prizepicks member, or if you just want to sign up for, try it for a week, try it for a month. You can get that. Use promo code CashGig if you want to save 10%. So let's just dive into these real quick. Like I said, there's only 3 that I was kind of looking at. Really small baseball slate today. We don't have a ton. First one we're going to look at is actually an over that I like, and it's going to be we got Walker on the hill for the Mets, and we got Johan Adon on the hill for Washington. Now, Johan's 3 and 3 this year with giving up a run in the first inning, which is not great. And we got Walker. He's been 2 and 1 this year. The big thing for me is the offenses, right? So over the last 10, Washington has put up a run in the first inning 40% of the time, 4 for 10. And so has the Mets. So they have been putting up some runs lately in the first inning. So that is the big reason why I want to lean the over here. Now the odds are leaning the over as well, around minus 120 for putting up a run in the first inning. Now, these bets, they can go either way. But just looking at the numbers of how they pitched this year, and then how the offenses are kind of clicking is kind of what I'm looking at when I'm trying to make decisions on these. So maybe it's one you want to stay away from, maybe it's one you want to tail me with as well. But that's what I'm kind of looking at for that. If we look at the offenses, if we look at the pitchers last year, Walker was 23 and 6, not giving up a run in the first inning, so pretty good. And Johan was 1 and 0, so only pitched 1 inning, so good last year. But again, if we look at this year's stats, Johan struggled a little bit in that first inning. Home record though of 2 and 1, but I'm still going to lean taking the over here with the way the offenses have been playing, and hopefully we can sneak one in on the over. So let's look at we got 2 unders that I'm kind of looking at here as well. The first one we're going to look at here is we're going to go to the Astros and Twins. We're going to take the under on this one. We got Garcia on the bump for Houston, 4 and 1 this year with no runs first inning. And then we got Josh Winder on the other side, 2 and 0 so far. The juice is on the under around minus 115. So not crazy. There's not a lot of crazy juice on the under. There's a little bit of juice on the under in the Oakland-Detroit game, around minus 130 on that game, but I don't really want to touch it with the pitchers that are on the mound there. And there's a little bit of juice on the under for the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game, around -120 on that one. But again, I don't really want to touch it with Brubaker on the mound there, and the way Cincinnati's been kind of swinging the bats lately. So those are the two biggest juice spots for the under, if you want to kind of take that in perspective. But back to the Houston and Minnesota. Like I said, Winder's 2-0 on no runs first inning this year, and Garcia's 4-1, which is pretty good. Looking at the offenses a little bit, Houston has only put up runs in 2 of their last 10 games. Same with Minnesota. So I do like this, looking at how the offense have been playing a little bit, how the pitchers have been doing. Just kind of makes me lean on the under here. And then looking at last year, of course, we had no Josh Winder. He just got called up this year, but Garcia last year was 22-11, which wasn't great for no runs first inning. But again, with the way these offenses are kind of going right now, I'll lean on the under for this one. Again, not a big baseball slate, so I don't plan on playing a ton of these. I might mix and match these with some of my basketball plays that I have, because I do prefer some of the NBA plays. So what I like to do is take maybe one of these and match it with, say, a Jimmy Butler play or something like that. But you guys have said you like these videos, so I'm just going to throw out the analysis that I see, and you can use it as you see fit. So, yeah, take the under on that one. And the other one I'm going to look at here, we're going to come down to, is in the Yankees at White Sox game here. We got Luis Gil on the bump for the Yankees. 5-1 this year, no runs first inning. And then Dylan Cease on the other side. I'm sorry, last year he was 5-1, and then Dylan Cease was 23-10, not giving up a run in the first inning. But this year, Luis Gil has not pitched yet. This is his first game, and Dylan Cease is 6-0, not giving up a run in the first inning. And the juice is around -125 on the under here. And the offenses, the Yankees have been struggling, putting up runs in that first inning. Only put up 1 over the last 10 games. So you like that, especially with Dylan Cease on the mound, man. He's been really good, as you can see. Just overall strikeouts, coming down to just his pitching all around. So I don't mind that. White Sox worry me a little bit with Gil on the mound. They've put up runs in 5 of their last 10, so 50% of the time they put up runs. But at home this year, they've struggled to put up runs a little bit, only putting up runs in 70% of the time. So hopefully this first outing they'll struggle a little bit, but I worry more on the White Sox side putting up runs than I do on the Yankees side. But that's what we're looking at. Other than that, there's not, like I said, there's not a ton out there. The juices, like I said, on the under on the Oakland and Detroit game, but I don't want to touch it. If I was, just looking at the stats, I don't want to touch that one. And then looking at the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh, the juice is on the under on that one. But again, I'm not putting money out there with Brubaker on the mound. Just not going to happen. Cincinnati's offense has been actually clicking lately, and they've put up runs in 5 of the last 10 games in the first inning. So maybe that's where you're leaning over on that one. I just personally are not going to touch it, but the stats are saying take the over. But people are trying to hit the under. Maybe they're just thinking since he's been a bad team, but they have been hitting the ball better lately and putting the ball in play lately. So we'll take that. We'll stay away from that one. But I would lean the over, I guess, if I was going to say it. Maybe you can get it at plus money. So the 3 that I do like here, like I said, I like the over in the Nets and Nationals game. I like the unders in the Astros Twins and the under and the Yankees White Sox here. So hopefully Dylan Cease can keep it going. So with that, again, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like I said, hit that like button on your way out if you want me to keep putting up these no runs first inning video. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.